are.
Come in.
How's it going?
Great.
Should we take our shoes off?
No,
We
don't
don't
worry
mind.
about it. It's all good.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
You too.
Eric, how you doing?
Yeah.
Good. How about you? Doing great, man. Nice to see you.
There's a lot of really cool people there.
Make yourself comfy. Whoever wants the hard bench is, totally. Todd, do you want the hard bench?
Which one? What if I get completely electroshock right now?
We're recording, so I think that would be the best video interview of a lifetime.
YouTube
And I'm
hits.
sure your producer would be totally stoked, right?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Electric State.
Yeah, electric state, right?
Oh
into
man,
it.
that was crazy when we were recording Electric State.
Oh, right. We were one
It
of
was
our
like
songs on a
lightning
record. By the
storm.
way, here's our record.
Oh, I love gifts.
And Eric,
My
we have
big
one
love
for you.
language, so.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. I know. I saw the image on your website,
very
and I
much.
thought that was so great. Yeah, I
Thanks.
did. Of course, I did all my due diligence as best as I could. So, I'm super stoked. Welcome to Rhythm and Tone.
Thank you so much.
I so appreciate you guys being here. We know we're, of course, doing a whole new launch here soon with Raw, Real, Exposed. So please be prepared to give, everything your fans want, right?
Sure. Sure.
All the nitty gritty behind this stuff. But
Yeah.
before we officially start, beverages, snacks, and I know that you guys,
You got a rider. We got our Newcastle rider.
Are you going for Newcastle?
Love Newcastle.
go for it. Yes, I got white wine, obviously
Good.
red wine.
You're having white wine?
I'm having white wine. What can I get you?
Wine actually sounds really great.
Excellent. We're good to go.
Here you go, Rich.
Yeah, I went on your Facebook and the band like chicken fingers, and I was like, I
We just
know.
added that.
Yeah.
It really
I'm
is
like-
a favorite.
No, I suspected, but I'm like, I'm gonna pass on the chicken fingers because those are strange if they're not like super fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I thought,
The fact that you did that is.
so I just got like dude food.
Yeah, this is
I mean,
great.
like, I just got, bad for you dude food. So.
These are actually pretty good for you.
Those are great.
Well, that was to counteract all the junk. All the junk.
I
So.
thought it was to match coloring.
Yeah, well, that too. That too. Yeah, I'm going for a theme.
I love the candles.
Thank you. Yeah, I just a neighbor gave those to me. She's like, "This would be so great on your show," and I'm like, "Yeah, bring it." So, well, welcome. I'm really excited for you guys. And I appreciate you coming up, taking time out of your busy schedule, and you guys have got stuff going on.
Yeah.
I was, one of the things I love about my show, like I did a whole segment of my studio stage with solo artists, and I just love that because there was a bit of more of that kind of just like one-on-one kind of thing too.
Yeah.
But I have to say, doing the bands, this new whole segment, has been really cool because I kind of get to know even more people,
Sure.
More members, and try to get like as much as I can of, what you guys will put on your Facebooks and such, right?
Yeah.
It's not always a lot of detail, so I kind of have to
Right. Well, we try.
but you guys did good.
Yeah, we try with our band to be ourselves,
Yeah, and
so
that's
hopefully that comes through in our social media presence too.
I think so too. Like, I had a lot of fun watching the transition of videos from early on to current stuff, and and of course you guys are the solid members. I'm thinking
Yeah.
to some degree, right?
Yeah.
The writers and all that
Yeah.
too, and it was really neat to see the transformation of
Yeah.
different folks that you've worked with and how they've kind of influenced your sound and that was like what was so fun is that I could see stuff from the beginning and then kind of where you guys are now, which is really fantastic. I mean, you're with a great producer
Yeah.
and a great St. Elmo Records. I
Yeah.
mean, how exciting is that?
It's been exciting.
Yeah,
It's been exciting.
Yep.
And like you're saying, I felt like I got to know you guys a little bit more. And
Yeah.
that's kind of the joy of the whole thing, being a musician myself. It's like, I love to hear the stories, right?
Yeah.
And so, just to kind of jump out of the gate there, something I that kind of caught my eye that I was excited to have you elaborate with was the Todd and Matt met at the front gate of their apartment.
Yeah.
So, and I have to say, in my mind, I was like, dude, are you a musician? Yeah.
That's
I'm a musician too.
Exactly.
Dude, do you want to jam? Yeah.
That's, I mean, we just told our
You
story.
got Thai food? Oh, I love Thai food.
Yeah,
You should
was
do
it Thai or?
Chinese? Like you were picking up
Chinese.
food. I was coming in.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I want to hear, like, I
How it
want to hear
started.
how initially the whole band project came together, but, you know, where it kind of, like, launched from here in Austin.
I mean, basically, all of us are transplants to Austin from other places.
Mhm.
And so, right at the beginning of our time here, Matt and I were living in this place called the Arts of South Austin.
Okay.
And we both found the place because, like, Arts of South Austin. If it says art in there,
Yeah, you're drawn.
we're drawn to it. And they have
Very
statues and colors everywhere, and the housing is all colorful. And so, we both ended up there. And I think, like, within 2 or 3 months of us living there, exactly like you said, I went to the gate to pick up Chinese food. I see this guy rolling in. And
Long hair.
long hair, and I'm like,
long hair at the time.
Hair at the time.
and I'm just jonesing for somebody to play music with, you know?
Right.
And I'm like, dude, do you play music?
I'm like, dude, is that Thai food?
I'm like, yeah, man, you want to have some food and play some music?
We should hang out, man.
And then we
Sounds
just
great.
did.
So, and then it's just like you guys have kind of been a team ever since.
Yeah.
That was like
yeah.
2013. We were friends and kept in touch and kind of both had musical projects going on.
Right.
And then finally down the line, I guess we were just playing piano in my apartment one day. And like, hey, we should do something. Check out the song I wrote. I'm like,
We
"Man,
also-
I like that a lot.
Yeah, we also, like, us being songwriters, coming to Austin as songwriters,
Right.
we met a group of songwriters and Rich
Yep.
at Posse East, which is
Just going to ask, where'd you meet Rich?
yeah, an open mic that Matt actually hosts. in
Oh,
Austin.
okay.
Yeah.
And so we met there, and we all were hanging out all the time every Tuesday and playing each other's songs.
Yep.
And we'd be like, hey, Matt, come up and jam this song with me that I wrote. And I'd jam with him on the song that he wrote. And we're like, we should just form a band.
and that's just
And that's how
really
it
kind of how
started.
like came together.
Yeah, and
And
the
our-
original idea was kind of like, well, you have songs, I have songs, this other guy has songs. What if we all just kind of played our songs and all sang our own songs and we were each
Right.
other's backing band?
Right.
And that's kind of how it started originally.
Yeah.
So
'Cause
some
we all had
collaboration going on there.
Yeah,
Which
like,
is
hey, you could play a guitar lick on this, you could play piano on this, and then we'll all do our own thing. So we all started, the first album was all very much everybody singing their own songs.
Right.
You know, until we kind of figured out what the sound was and like, Todd, you're going to be the guy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And Matt, you I mean, you all actually, Rich and Todd, I mean, did you all like grow up doing music? Now I think that you grew up doing some theater.
Yes. Yeah.
Which I can relate. I did
You
the
did
same
theater
thing.
too? Cool.
Mm-hmm. So
Yeah.
did you guys do you do that too? Like yeah? And
Yeah, I started in elementary school, like, officially or whatever. I always would, like, bang on stuff. I was like, you know, the cliche kid that's, you know, banging with wooden spoons on pot and pans.
Yes.
Like, I know it's so cliche, but
But it's
That was you.
actually true because my
Yeah.
drummer did the same thing and he's been doing drums his whole life.
yeah, and like Muppet was my hero and like all that stuff. But I officially started when I was 10, you know, and played through like school band, you know, like whatever in elementary school and middle school.
Mm-hmm.
And in middle school, I started playing with, you know, various other projects with friends, and have been doing that ever since. And you know, went to jazz band in high school and marching band, and
Oh.
did music in college.
Yeah.
And you know, marching band, and
So it's
stuck
just
with
been
it.
like in your bones since you were small.
Yep, never stopped.
I know for me, like, I started writing songs. Before I even knew how to play an instrument, I wanted to write songs. So I started
Yep.
writing melodies when I was like 6, and I remember having a book of songs with a song called Mr. Good Guy, you know, superhero, which is weird. 'Cause
You still have that stuff, right?
I do have that
Okay,
stuff.
cool. I was gonna say
Yeah.
cool, right?
It actually had like some liquid spilled on it, and it's all over it, so it's like brown. But
Not
it just-
coffee.
Probably not coffee at 6.
And chocolate milk.
Could have
There you
been.
go.
I'm lactose intolerant, so who
Oh,
knows?
okay, then you know.
Who knows what it was? But and then like I picked up instruments because I was like, I want to learn how to put an instrument on this song that
Yes.
I've already written.
Yeah.
And so like for me, it was just about songwriting. And then when I was like 13, I formed a songwriting duo with my best friend called Dylan and Todd, and we just went out
Oh,
and
like
played
that
gigs.
young, you were
That
like-
young. We were both into it, and that's what we wanted to do. And so we just started doing it, and then we formed a band, and then been in a few bands in college and things like that, but always been about songwriting for me. You know?
Without a doubt, yeah. And were your folks always like gung ho about it, or were they like, no, I want you to go, get a degree and be an accountant?
They still are.
I had really supportive parents.
Nice.
They were they were always like, if that's what you if that's what you want to do, go for it. And like, I had a drum set up in the basement. I'm sure it was real annoying.
Right.
So, but we'd have like band practice at my house and different things.
Yeah.
They'd always come out to like the shows that we did.
Well, that's so cool. I mean, I just asked because it's like you got two different worlds. It's all like fun and cute when you're young doing it, right? But then when you like break into adulthood and like the responsibility of, is this really what you're going to do with your whole life? They become a little bit more sometimes. So, but in truth, I mean, the supportive parent aspect to me is so important. I think that's really what like launches you out and gives you that confidence and stuff like that.
And in reality, like our band, Freerunner, is about like being the best version of yourself and living your dreams. That's what our band is about.
I was going to say, where did Freerunner come from?
And for all of us, we moved to Austin to do that.
Yeah.
And we chose this path for ourselves to be artists.
Right.
And some people might not understand that.
Not everybody.
That's all right.
Without a doubt.
Okay, but people respond to knowing that somebody's going for what they love and doing what
without
they
a doubt.
love.
The pursuit of your dreams. I mean, that's really what everybody wants to do.
Right.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So did you come up with Freerunner?
How did we come up with the name?
I'm always curious. I mean, the band name is so...
There's actually not really a really great story behind it.
There is?
No, but then how did you decide on that?
There's
Is he totally...
There's a story.
He's like,
There's a story about
story.
it.
okay, there
I
was
run
a story.
video for a living. I'm a video operator, a technician to run live video setups for corporate events and things like that.
Okay.
And that's my B job, as it were. And you can set a video switcher to run in free run mode. And we were brainstorming ideas, and I was looking at him, free run. What about Freerunner? That kind of sound. That's our vibe. That's what we're going for here.
Yep.
And we were on a group text at the time, I think, trying to brainstorm band names.
We had 1,000 names.
Yeah, we had 1,000 names. And
I know. I've so been there, right?
That's kind of it, though. Is there a space in? No space. It's just Freerunner.
One word.
It's running.
All lowercase. No, I'm just kidding.
It really fit with like the
spaces
vibe of what we were going for, which was
It does, and that's what I was thinking too. Like after just watching a lot of, going to your website and of course YouTube and stuff like that. They're, definitely with like Halfway and Morning Light and just your in session and stuff. It's good, and it's not to be like cliche, but it's easy to remember. Which you know what I mean? Like, don't you? I mean, that's important. Like, because you know how you've been out and you're like, what the God, what is this? Like, sounds like this. Like you're, trying to remember the name. It's like, for me with so many different artists, like I remembered it. Like it was like I saw it once, heard it once, and I was like, then after that, it was like, okay, I got it. So, and you're right. I think it was really fitting, which is that sense of like, especially with a lot of the video stuff that I saw, it really works. Yeah. And it's obviously working. I mean, you guys are, well, you've been touring. You've got the album that you're currently working on. How did you come up with the title of that?
Logic we don't understand.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's a thing that kept happening to Todd and I. These little things in life that we just don't get.
So give me an example.
I met Rich a long time ago.
Okay.
Like I met you right when I moved here, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was playing a gig with another songwriter, and you were playing a gig with another songwriter, I think.
I think I was playing with Luke or something.
Somebody like that.
Yeah.
And then I run into you later, and you're still doing it, and I'm still doing it, and those little moments in life that just kind of come back, that's kind of the logic that we don't understand. It's like deja vu almost.
Yeah.
What
Coincidence.
Serendipity.
Serendipity. It's the things that like are palpable, but you can't put words to.
Mm-hmm.
And in what we're trying to do, we're trying to create that energy to be present around us.
Yeah.
Like today, right? We're sitting in the park. We're playing
Right.
on a park bench.
Yep.
And 2 people come up to listen to us. And I was like, hey, clap along with us. And they started clapping with us. And they were like, you know,
You're an instigator, I can tell.
we got to have fun in life, right?
Without a doubt.
You
Without
know,
a doubt.
and so they were like, hey, you know there's an open mic across the street? And we're like, oh,
Yeah.
no, we didn't know that. And we hopped across the open mic. We got on stage 10 minutes later, played a great set, and then we're like talking to all the people, and they're like, your music's great, blah, blah, blah. And we're
Yeah.
like, yeah, thanks for jamming
And you're
with
like,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we did.
That's exactly what we did. But that's like an experience that we wouldn't have had if we didn't go to that one place. And
I
you can't
love
explain
that.
it, you know?
I so love that.
And that's
I
what
know.
tour life is like,
it.
and that's what
Because
all of our
logic
friendships are
really
like.
can, box you in, right? If you're not careful.
Yeah,
Right?
Absolutely.
And it keeps you from being, not a cliche, but free runner, right?
Oh, sure, sure.
I mean, it's, it's
We're not
great.
afraid of cliche, but
We love
we love cliche. Cliché's true.
Well, it's familiar.
It is.
Yeah.
It's, everybody knows it.
Right. I mean,
there's-
we as the modern society, we're like, "Ugh, cliche.
I know, right?
But like, 30 years ago, everybody was like, man, that's the vibe. In the 60s
Yep.
and 70s,
Yeah.
the vibe was the logic we don't understand.
Yeah.
Everybody was searching that out.
Yeah.
And now modern audiences are a little bit like, I'm a little cool. But,
I'm cool. I don't know about
we're
you.
cool.
right.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah. So, Rich, how did you ultimately, how did it all, gel? I mean, did I miss that a little bit? Or, how?
So I
Yeah.
had been going to the open mic at
Okay.
Posse East, and I was playing with tons of different bands, around town, and just gigging all the time. And Matt and Todd were getting ready to record their next album, which was The Logic We Don't Understand.
Right.
And I had heard their previous album. I'm like, wow, that's really great.
Yep.
I love your stuff. And they asked me to, do session work in the studio.
Gotcha.
And record the
For the
album.
album. Mm-hmm.
And I just fell in love with the songs and the whole band, and just kept playing with them ever since. Never
And he
stopped
fit
after that.
right in. Like,
Yeah, I got that, from,
Yeah.
what I was saying with listening and watching the videos and stuff like that. You're all really adorable. I have to, say that. So, are you all, single cats?
Well,
not
Don't
much-
offend anybody, right? What's that like with, you guys, touring and you're getting ready to go, do a new album in Nashville and record and, just, how do you guys, what's that look like?
For us,
yeah.
I feel like it's an adventure thing. Every time that we're together, we're on an adventure. And it's, again, going back to the logic we don't understand.
Yeah.
It's like letting circumstances just kind of drive our life.
Yep.
And being like, we're here right now, we're in the present, and we're being fully ourselves. If we do that, things are going to happen. Events are going to take place. We're going to meet people. If we're positive energy,
Yeah.
if we bring that positive energy to every place we go to, people are going to respond to that.
Indeed.
And so that's what our experience is. It's like our Eastern Coast tour was just like us going to places we've never been in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
Shacking up for the night in a venue that we have no idea what it's
With
going to be
hotties.
like.
No, I'm just kidding.
And having fun,
Yeah.
And that's, yeah.
So I know you got quite a few different videos. We're going to take a quick pause and what video? Tell me a little bit about what you what went into the creative process of. Do you want to talk about?
Probably
Halfway?
Yeah, I was going to say halfway. I think is that the one when you're cruising on the road.
Oh, no, that's Morning Lights. We can
Oh,
talk
okay.
about
It's
either
halfway.
one.
No, it's halfway the
beach one.
the beach one. Yeah. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna take a quick pause. We're gonna talk about that a little bit, just the fun you guys had with that, and talk about where. Yeah, you had a blast. Huh?
Oh, so fun.
You had a blast watching Todd on the beach, right?
It was the three of us.
Yeah, it was on us.
It was, yeah. I mean, I had a hard time seeing you too, but
Right.
Well, we were there getting wet.
Hilarious. Rich is running backwards, holding a camera, a DSLR camera. He's holding it. I've got a portable Bluetooth speaker in my hand and an iPod. I'm
Are you for
behind
real?
Rich,
Yeah.
blasting the song as loud as we can.
No.
I'm backpedaling. Rich is backpedaling. We're jumping
Like
over.
full speed.
It's like 40 degrees
It's
outside.
40
Yeah.
degrees.
and you're looking like it's like a beautiful Venice beach
Right, it
day
looks
with
like
your
Venice
rolled up
Beach,
jeans.
Well, the
Right.
reason we had to roll it up is because we're running along the beach, and there
Puddles
would be
everywhere.
like massive puddles that were like 4 feet deep, and we would just be like, both of us would fall in, and all three of us would just fall right in.
All right, right.
We'd be like, oh crap, we
I
gotta
think
get
I
up.
tripped.
Well, I have to say you pulled it off, right?
Thanks.
Because I don't, now the stumbles and the bloopers would have been totally cool too.
We still put that out.
I don't know if the label might necessarily want that, and the
Right.
producer, but yeah. So we're gonna take one quick pause. We're gonna watch a little bit of it, and then we're gonna come back and talk a little bit more about how you guys gel and how you write.
Fantastic.
Great.
We are Freerunner, and this is Halfway.
I am a man of action. I'm not looking for a reaction, but you see, you and me are meant to be. Like a boat on the ocean, don't know which direction I'm rowing, but the sea, you see, swallow me. Like a pilot in a plane in the sky, I'd like to sit back and let it fly. You and I are one mind, so meet me halfway. Meet me in the middle. Work with me a little and build a brighter day. Meet me halfway. Meet me in the middle. Work with me a little, and I will take the way.
I actually have a
You're
video
very cool.
that's off the record. I shot a video on my phone of Rich filming Todd with the speaker in the video, and it's all shaky.
We should put
See,
that
Me
out.
running. We should put it up. It's like the making
You
of.
gotta put
I
that
thought
on
it
your
would be
Wix
kinda funny
website.
to do, right?
A little bit more free.
Yeah. Would you
Not
like to
so
see that as a
composed.
person who digs into bands? Would you like seeing the backstory of the video, the making of?
Welcome to my world. That's what this is
love
all
that.
about. Anything that you're saying is free game, my friend.
Yeah. I think that's good.
You
we
like that?
live in an era where we should know the artists.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the whole at the beginning here. I already did a take on. I recorded prepping for you guys,
Cool.
Oh, cool.
and then a specific intro
Cool.
because you're absolutely right. I mean, I think we're in that era where it's people want to see. I mean, this is what we're doing. They want to know you.
Right.
They don't just want to know the album or the cover or the producer or the video. They want to get to know you, and that's what I'm aiming for as well.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
That's great.
That's awesome.
yeah, we joked a little bit about the video for on the beach, which was great. But as far as the creative process, break it down for me, for your fans and our viewers. How do you guys actually bring the songs forth? How do you do it?
So Matt and I are the songwriting team
Okay.
of the band.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a completely collaborative effort between us two. In fact, we were in the studio writing the third record today, yesterday, the last 2 or 3 days working on.
So
the
you
next
guys are
record.
like fresh
Rich
in the
hasn't
zone.
even heard the tunes.
I
We got
bet
7
you
new
can't
tunes
wait,
for you,
right?
bro.
Don't you love that though?
7 new tunes for you.
So
And
do you
this
guys
is
just
kinda how
like
it works.
okay? Do
so,
tell.
like for instance, I'll come up with a chorus line like halfway. I think I come up with the chorus, and I take it
Yep.
to Todd. Hey man, I've got this kind of chorus thing goes like this, and I need help writing a verse, and vice versa. You'll do the same thing.
Yep.
Hey, I've got this. Make up a melody line for this.
Right.
And it always.
And
kinda,
we structure the
bounce.
songs out in dialogue with each other, and we
Okay.
create demo versions of
Well,
the
we
songs.
record a version on a cell phone or a recorder like a Zoom or something.
Yeah.
And we make
yeah.
a version for ourselves, and then we take that demo and we put it into our own home studio in Pro Tools, like to a click track, and then we kind of orchestrate the whole thing right there. And then we give those demos to Rich. But we use a drum machine, and we put the synthesizers, or at least something like what it's going to sound like.
Yeah, I think I saw you a video of you like diligently working away.
just-
on
Yeah,
it.
we put that up a couple
in the
days
Pro
ago.
Tools.
Yeah,
and then
like
we take
how
those
you-
demos, and we give
okay.
those demos to the band, and then the band can learn what we're kind of going
What
for.
you're like,
Hey, here's kind of how the drum
like
beat goes.
like in a nutshell, and then they put their flavor on top of
Exactly.
it.
I mean,
Mhm.
we can't create what Rich creates.
Of course not, and
We
that's
can't
the
play the
point
way
to
Rich
band
plays.
members, right? Or
Right.
like Todd, you just do it all. Right?
No, I don't.
Right.
No, I mean you could. You know, I mean
Right,
that's
right,
the
right.
point
Or
to
else
band
we would.
members.
Right.
Right. You would just sit and
the
synth it out,
energy-
right?
Exactly. The energy of adding somebody like Rich in the studio becomes like exponentially something we couldn't have ever imagined. Like the last experience we had at Fire Station Studios, recording the Logic We Don't Understand. I mean, there was some logic we don't understand in that room.
Oh yeah.
And we recorded it live.
Yeah.
It's the largest live room in Texas. It's down
Oh,
in
really?
San Marcos.
Massive as a balcony.
Was that on your website? I think I
Yeah, we
saw
had
it.
photos of that
Is
and
that
some
the
video.
in session? Some of the in sessions?
No,
no, that's earlier.
That's Jack Rabbit Soundtrack.
That's
which is
what it
another
was,
cool
Jack
studio.
Rabbit. Yep,
we
yep,
recorded our
yep.
first record there.
That's right.
With Vance, and that's a great studio there. But Keith Gary worked out of Fire Station Studios in San Marcos, and it used to be a fire station. And
Like
they
literally.
literally,
Right.
Fire
Yeah.
station.
right.
and then they turned
So you got
it
some
into a
seriously
recording
sound
studio.
good walls, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's amazing. George Strait recorded there. Stevie Ray Vaughan did a few things
Yeah.
there. They have the
North
piano.
Jones, I think.
I think something like that. They have the piano that the Eagles recorded Desperado on.
Joni
and that's
Mitchell
the piano that you're
recorded
hearing on
Blue
that.
on that
Blue
piano.
on that piano. And that's the piano on the record, which is amazing.
Yeah.
And
Right?
Keith worked with Coldplay. He had a Wurlitzer that was signed by Coldplay with little drawings that they had done
Yep.
on it for him that said, "Hey Keith, thanks so much."
Yeah.
So we're playing this thing. It's just feeling these energies.
I mean, how is that not completely inspirational and totally kick ass? I mean, like,
Yeah.
who doesn't
We
want
were
to,
like
like.
little children.
I know in the candy store, you're like.
I had 4 keyboards set up around me. I was like,
You're in total bliss and heaven,
I had
right?
rose, I had a Wurlitzer, I had an organ, I had a piano. I was like,
This is great.
it was amazing.
Oh my gosh! So, tell me. I'm going to sidetrack real quick, just on a little bit of a personal note here, but tell us something like silly that nobody knows about you. Like, like
About the band?
no, about
us as
you,
persons.
because then I'm going to ask you what you like to do outside of music.
Cool.
Because I think that's like it goes hand in hand, right? But it's something that not everybody would know. Like if they go to your show, they know you as what you're doing on stage, but they may not know that you like bubble baths and champagne.
Who
or-
doesn't like bubble baths? Let's be honest.
And champagne together with strawberries.
Right.
So each one, tell me
You're
something
painting a
like
picture.
tell me something that your fans wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That could give them a sense of who you are. Like just something silly.
I lived in a glass greenhouse for like 6 months.
See, I didn't even know
With a dirt
that.
floor.
Yeah, the dirt floor.
Really?
Mhm.
Should we say what you were growing? Or? That has a lot of room for interpretation, sir.
No, there was no
Oregano.
growing.
Yes,
no growing.
oregano.
No, I just lived there.
Really,
Yeah.
just because you could, or it was
Yeah.
free, or you
Yeah, I mean, it
maintain
was-
the grounds, or
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, it was just it just worked out real well. It was cool.
it
Outdoor
actually
living.
sounds really peaceful.
It was
to be
very
quite
peaceful
honest.
and like just kind of in the woods and like
I would enjoy
good
that
getaway. Yeah, it
I
was.
would enjoy that. Mm-hmm.
It was really great. To
Nice.
connect with nature like that.
without a doubt.
I was about to talk about nature. lot
It's
of
a great
people don't
segue.
understand.
Tell us something sneaky about you, because I know I think that you have, well, that's what we're here for, right?
Sneakiness.
Yeah, I mean, something that, like, you wouldn't normally reveal. Remember that whole, like, really want to know who you are?
Yeah. For me, I am like a 10-year-old kid at heart.
Ooh, I like that.
Okay. My favorite movie, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, the original, of course,
The original.
right? Not that Johnny Depp.
I didn't mind that.
Charlie and the
I didn't mind
Chocolate
that.
Factory.
I didn't mind that
Willy
version.
Wonka and the Chocolate, right? They have
Yeah,
different titles.
different titles.
Different titles.
But for me,
You
like,
are on it.
I am this adult thing.
Segue.
I think is kind of BS. I really do. I really
Like a true
do.
millennial.
I mean, yes and no. I make a living I teach kids, right, for a living. Other than this is my B job, is teaching. But for
Right.
me, like, playing music is being a child. Is being
Your
that
fun
inner
place.
child. Right?
Yep.
We all as adults, like, why I say adult world is kind of blah, blah, blah. Adult world is like pretending the child doesn't exist. And
Yes.
saying, you know what?
Yeah, like
I'm-
time to grow up,
Time to
be
grow
in the
up. I
real
have to get a real
world.
job.
Yes,
I have to do-
abandon your dreams. Like
Abandon
we've all
your
heard
dreams.
the shit, right? Yeah.
My whole life I've been like, I'm sorry, I'm not doing that. Life's
I
too
can kind of
short.
relate to that actually.
Good. I'm glad you can.
Yeah.
Well, I
glad
guess
you
I
can.
can. Even though I have my own children,
Yeah.
I'm pointed at quite frequently as being obnoxious, immature, and childlike in my behavior as an adult by
And
my
that's
kids,
okay. And you
right?
should
Because
be. And you should, that's kind of my
because I'm
point.
obnoxious. I mean, you
Like-
can't do a show like this and be like too staunchy and grown up, right?
Right. And what's the point in being staunchy? What is
Yeah.
the point in being staunchy? Right? You're
Yeah.
just boring yourself to death.
Exactly. So
Right?
you truly are a 10-year-old inside.
Yeah, and I'm actually directing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory in November in North Carolina.
Really?
So as a play. So
Well, yeah, no,
it's going to be
I
a modern
follow you.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory with
Fantastic.
music videos of the Oompa Loompas in like glow
Love the
dark
Oompa.
glasses.
Who doesn't love the Oompa Loompas? I mean, who doesn't love the Oompa Loompas? You know, that movie scared me as a small child, and that's
Yeah.
probably why I ended up loving it. Like,
Yeah.
it was, like, freaky,
The
right?
tunnel?
Yeah, well, that's why I was just going to go there. And I mean, like, somebody was doing a lot of drugs when they made that
It was
movie.
the 70s. It was 1971.
Well, I was born in,
Yeah.
late 70s.
Yeah.
It's funny. You're pointing at me.
I am so pointing at you because I think that you have I think I know you've got something cute to say.
That's what it is. I guess the most revealing thing that nobody knows about me.
Yeah.
I love Lindsay Lohan's solo record.
Get out!
I love it. The pop hooks on that thing. I mean, there's the list of songwriters.
Are you
like
being
this.
sarcastic?
Wait. Can we
Wait.
have him sing one?
You know, actually, I haven't listened to it in so long.
Bro, if you love it that
It's
much.
fantastic, though. That's one of those things. I have all the singles. Right. That's. Again, I don't know them.
You don't know 'em?
I
You don't
haven't
know?
heard it in 5 years.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure. Well,
It's a great record.
okay, you just confessed that you love it, so I'm guessing it's
Speak.
deep inside.
Now
You're
I
going
gotta
to bring
listen
it
to it.
out. He's
We
going to
gotta
bring
put
it
on the
out.
way home, and
We're
we're
gonna
gonna
put it on
jam
the
it.
way home.
We're gonna
It's on
jam
your
it out.
iPod.
It's on my iPod. I love that record.
Good.
He's
I
gonna,
love that record.
Okay, did you like High School Musical?
I did not.
Okay.
I did not. That,
What? Oh,
it was
oh,
different.
oh.
We'll get back to that.
He
We'll get
did
back to
not
that.
love High School Musical.
That's my deep dark secret. Otherwise, I'm an avid comic book collector.
Okay.
I collect a lot of comic books. I read comic books.
He just had a was it a Superman hero?
Every year I have a themed child's like birthday party, whether it be Jurassic Park or Superman. I just had a
This year was Superman.
This year was a Superman
Jaws.
birthday party. I had a Jaws birthday party. I'm wearing Jaws shoes. These shoes are replicas of Matt Hooper's shoes from
Matt
the movie.
has more movies than I can.
I went to film school.
I have fond memories of Jaws.
Do you?
Yes, because my father took me when I was way too small to see
great.
Jaws. Scared the living shit out of me, and I couldn't get in the pool or the ocean. And even though I'm from California,
Oh, that's even worse.
right? Yeah. No,
I, mean, it's
I
terrifying. I go to
actually,
Jaws in the water every year.
I love that movie.
I love it.
That's a great movie.
I got a degree in film theory and criticism. So I have a film critic degree, which is completely fucking pointless.
Well, the criticism comes through. That part comes
Criticism's
through.
always there.
That's the
Always
criticism.
bring it. But I mean, moving
Between the two of us, we have enough criticism
a
for
lot
the
of
world,
criticism.
I
A lot of criticism.
I am having such a great time with you guys. I have to say.
Great.
We're having a great time.
I'm really
too.
excited for you, honestly.
Thank you.
I know you guys, you really do have great things going on, and I know it takes a lot of hard work, a lot of commitment, a lot of dedication. I mean, I totally understand. I mean, I've been doing music for 20 plus years, and I totally get it. And
Yeah.
so,
Yeah.
as far as like being in Austin, I mean, I want you to be honest. What are the things that are most challenging about shows,
Oh, man.
gigging in Austin?
We've been talking about this all week.
All week.
Okay, because I mean,
Everyone's playing every night. Austin, you can see free music any time of day that you want to go see it. If it's Monday afternoon at noon, you can go see some live music.
yes.
Which means that any bar that you sit down in, any restaurant you sit down in, there's a stage and somebody's playing on it and nobody cares because it's so
Yep.
mundane. It's like
Yep.
having the sports game on. in
That's
this
what I
town.
was
Right.
wondering.
Right. And like for us playing out of town,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to a crowd that's never seen us before, their attention is there.
Yes.
Here, the audience members are like, oh,
They've almost become like accustomed to the live, music capital
Yeah,
of
it's
the world,
fun
and
to
it's
go
just
out
like
and
it's
be
expected.
out in the
And
scene, you
Yep.
know, and to have your drinks and meet your friends, and the event just happens to be the thing that's going on
right.
that you go to. But you're there to meet your friends rather than there to see the
Right.
band.
And for us, like, we try to be as supportive of other musicians as possible. We
Yeah.
have the Posse East community is a really tight,
Yeah.
Yeah.
close-knit community.
Mhm.
And we all support each other all the time. Like, last night, we went to Craig Marshall's gig. Was that last night? 2 nights ago.
Craig Marshall was on my show.
He
Oh,
was!
was he?
Mhm, I love
Rich,
him.
Rich plays with Craig.
Yep, I love him.
He's
He is
fantastic.
just
We all love
he
him.
is
Love Craig.
just a fantastic individual.
Craig's
I will say the
All
best
around.
songwriter in Austin.
best songwriter.
Yeah.
Hands down.
We love his
Hands
songs.
I
down.
know. You can buy his Rock on the Fashions guitar string jewelry from Craig Marshall Strings. He was
Ooh.
kind enough to
Some
donate
magic
them
strings.
to my.
Oh, that's what...
So henceforth why I asked you about the strings.
I get it.
Interesting.
Another way to support local artists.
Well, we can cut
but
my
yeah,
strings off
Craig
at the end
is.
of the
Yeah, drive them back up, will you? No, but yeah, love Craig.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah.
Craig. I've
Yeah,
seen him.
and like,
yeah.
so we try to support our fellow musicians because we're all here trying to live the dream.
Without a doubt.
Sometimes that's not always the case in Austin.
Yeah.
That we have many other friends that might not return the favor if we show up to a show. They might not come
Understood.
to a show. you know?
Understood. Yeah.
And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. Everybody lives their life. But like a positive vibe and a positive community is what we want to create.
yeah.
And people who support each other.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, that's what Austin is about for me. My Austin experience has been, let's share together, let's create together, let's make a breeding ground for creativity.
I know.
You know? That's the ultimate goal.
Well, yeah, and it's become like this double-edged sword because there's this growth, all the growth that's happened,
Mm-hmm.
and it's allowed for more venues. It's allowed for the budget to pay bands. It's allowed for these, to have all these working bands, which is great. But you're saying, it also, and this is a common theme. That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
Just because it's just like even your best buds have so many options,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that what I'm seeing is that a lot of Austin bands are now moving out.
Yeah.
They live here, but now they have to tour out
Yeah.
because
Oh yeah.
they're so. It's almost like saturated.
I was just gonna say that word.
It is.
It's oversaturated.
I know, and so
simple
it's almost
marketing,
like-
really, and commercialism.
Yes.
You
and-
know, if you go to another town like a town in North Carolina, that
Yep.
Greensboro, North Carolina,
Yeah.
right, where we've played a few times.
Yeah.
There aren't that many acts on a given night.
Right.
There's
so actually,
three
people
places
are
you
like,
go to.
"Oh, there's live music tonight.
Right, there's live music tonight.
Let's
We should go there.
go."
Let's go.
As
Yeah.
opposed to like, "Oh,
like,
could you turn the band down? We're trying
Right.
to talk about Facebook gossip."
Right,
Right.
right,
Right.
right.
Yeah.
And I mean, every city kind of has a cap that you reach when you're in that city.
Yeah,
You know,
and see,
you
it's
got
gotten
all the
so
fans
big.
You're gonna get, and you gotta get out.
It's true. You
know?
do. You have
At
to
least
get out.
Austin, as we always say, is so inspiring. Every time we're here,
inspiring.
surrounded by this culture that's so
It is.
rich.
That's
and,
true.
You know,
There's so many roots here. That's what I love about it.
and everybody's doing something. I'm sitting
And
there
they're
last night
and
at
doing
Posse
multiple
East,
things.
doing
Yeah.
multiple things. Like our friend just got his artwork on skateboard decks.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
shout out to Kevin Korecki. Kevin's amazing. He took a lot of our photos, all of our promo photos. Kevin's great. And it's like, man, this guy's a graphic designer. He's a collage artist. He's getting his artwork on skateboards. That guy sitting next to him is a rapper who wrote a book.
Yeah.
You know, and
We're all very multifaceted.
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
In Austin.
And it's
Yeah.
like, this is
Yeah.
who we're hanging out with. This is a brilliant
That's the best part about Austin.
Absolutely.
Is meeting
Indeed.
fellow artists.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And hopefully, with the
That's what I
rise of
love.
Austin, that doesn't go away. I don't think it will.
I don't think so. And I mean, my show is not necessarily an original thing. You know, there are so many great things going on. But that's why I wanted to do the show too, is just
Sure.
to keep that, you know, I mean,
It's
just
great.
the camaraderie and the collaboration and the ideas, and just to keep promoting all of us artists, because I don't want like the things that made Austin to be lost, you know,
Yeah.
too. But I'm also recognizing that there is a lot of transition that's happening, you know, and so
And it's great for Austin too.
right.
It's
I mean,
really great for Austin.
exactly.
And for the people of Austin. I mean, a lot of growth has happened over the last.
Well-
we've all lived here, what, 5-6 years?
And the fact that if you think about, like you're saying, there's any given night, any given band, right? You know, which is fantastic for people starting out. Do you know what I mean? As far as if they're, you know, haven't done a lot of tours or labels, or you know, at least they can kind of get out there. So I was going to ask you guys, like, you know, be it different instruments and songwriters and performers for, you know, multiple projects and stuff, like what is a good word of advice for folks that are kind of trying to take their music to the next level? You know, their project. Like, give me some pros and cons.
Have Facebook. So many people come up to me. Oh yeah, I'm a songwriter. Hey, can I like your Facebook page? Can I check out your stuff? Oh, I don't do
Okay.
Facebook.
It's a marketing tool.
It's a marketing
Well,
tool.
yeah. I mean, honestly, I
this-
don't know a band that isn't on Facebook that's actually working or
Right.
trying to
Yeah,
work.
trying to actually do it.
Without
And
a
we have
doubt.
people who are like hitting the streets, hitting the open mics, getting their name out there, networking, have business cards. Oh, I don't do Facebook.
No, you gotta do the social media.
Yeah,
So-
social media. We're in that era.
I mean,
if you don't have it,
I mean, I'm way older than you cats, and I'm on Instagram and Twitter and
Yeah.
you
And we
know,
like changing
Facebook
it up.
and
You know, if you follow
everything
us on
else.
Instagram, you're gonna see different content on our Instagram than you are on our Facebook.
Yeah.
Right.
Just to keep it fresh.
Right.
Right.
You know, you're going to see more personal stuff on there, and then Twitter's going to be more announcements and things like that, and kind
Of
of random
course, right?
thoughts.
Yeah.
You know, but
So you're
Facebook-
saying like be socially
yeah,
active,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
far as social media active. Sorry.
yeah, absolutely.
I
Get
would
out
say-
there, get your stuff.
I would also
yeah.
say,
What
like,
about you?
as far as someone that's like trying to get gigs, for example,
Yeah.
you know, if like someone's trying, like they haven't played out much, you know, and they're trying to get gigs, I'd say my best advice is like be in the scene, and what that
What does that look like? Yeah.
What that means is go out and meet people and
See the bands, go to them open mics.
yeah, go
like,
to the
just-
like the bands that you like and that you want to like play with. Go to their shows, meet them. You know, go to open mics. Try to collaborate with people. Like the more that people see that the more people that see you, the more opportunities that are
course.
going
Like
to
some of
open
those-
up.
Yeah, come your way.
And you have to
some
be
of those
consistent
old
about
school-
it.
Yeah, I mean, I love that, because social media stuff is great, but you still don't really know those people.
Right.
Right. We're still
Right.
just a name
True.
that we like or dislike. But when you're out
Right,
and
people
you're
have to follow you in the first
Personal
place.
connection
Yeah.
is the thing that
Exactly.
gets
That's
you
the
to want
best
to
thing.
follow that person.
without a doubt,
Absolutely.
without a
You
doubt,
know?
yeah.
to see the content in the first place.
I would say, like, my advice is, like, be yourself. We see so many, I mean...
Posers.
I don't know about posers, but, like, you know, because we're in the music industry has exploded, right, over the last 20 years, 15 years, 10 years
And
especially.
changed a ton.
Changed because of the internet.
I mean, my first thing was a cassette tape. So
Right. And
too.
because
Not
now
the-
the internet is the thing, music is free. You're listening to music on Spotify for free for $9.99 a month.
all of it, Pandora, you name it. YouTube,
Be-
watch the videos, yeah.
Yeah.
Be yourself. Be who you are and know yourself true enough that you can present your true self because that's what's. We were talking about this the other day. That's what people want to see is somebody being themselves.
Yep.
And so my advice is just keep being yourself, explore yourself, know yourself, present that to other people.
Yeah.
You know?
Without a doubt. Yeah.
You know?
And then one last little thing. What's a word of caution?
Know
that
you're not
is-
going to have a lot of money for a long time. And that's okay. Know that it's going to be a struggle.
Yeah.
Know that artists throughout the history of human history have never been in the richest class.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
And embrace that. I know we do.
Well, if you're doing it for the money, I'm afraid
Bye-bye.
you're doing it for the wrong reason.
Right.
The money comes because of the commitment to the passion and the vision and the writing that you have for the band and yourself.
A
yeah.
lot of people end up leaving the industry because they're not making enough money.
Yeah.
But like you have to just push.
Well, every
if you
real
want to do it.
musician I know, until they're able to do it full time, always has a backup plan financially. Like they're
Right.
you do both, and you're tired.
Yeah.
And you stay up late, and you get up early, and you're every night you're not going out and partying. You're working and you're studying, and you know what I mean, like, and you're writing, and you're in the studio late, and you're recording, but that's what, I mean, that's why we're here. I mean, that's what songwriting and performing. It's the most freeing thing ever. I think it's just the best thing that anybody could pursue, and that's why I was curious, like, just saying a few things to those folks that are wanting to do that, because I mean it truly is the most magnificent thing you could ever do.
Yeah. And here's
Yeah.
another thing: never let anybody get you down. Because that hurt me when I was young.
Yeah.
And people telling you like, just don't sing, okay? It's like no, sing. And if they tell you not to sing, sing louder. Sing at the top of your lungs and try and get your friends to sing with you.
Yeah.
And create a group out of it until everybody's singing. Because no one's going to start the party but you.
Thank you guys for being here. It's
Thank you.
just,
Having us.
I mean, it's just been a total joy, and you guys are just adorable and talented, and I really, truly think you guys, I know you're already doing great things, but I really think you guys are going to do even bigger and better things. I mean, I can tell by the respect that you have for one another and the camaraderie and just what I've seen as far as, I can't wait to come see you guys live for sure.
Yeah.
But just what you guys are doing, and I know, Todd, you guys are getting ready to go to Nashville and
Our next record's going to be recorded there with actually a friend of Rich's.
Which was another logic we don't understand moment.
Right.
But it all works. So it all works. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm. Where is the? Where do you want folks to go see what you're doing right now? Where's the place you want?
Freerunnermusic.com.
Freerunnermusic.com. Okay.
Facebook.com/freerunnermusic.
Right, give us a like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Giving a like these days is like giving a band a tip. Which people don't get that these days, but when people, the Capitol Records of the world and those kind of people, when they look at your band, the first thing they look at is that number. How many total likes you have. It's a sad world.
It's true. It is
but
true.
that's the first thing, that's why I say social media. That's the first thing they look at.
Yeah.
And so it's like, give us a like.
Well, you guys are doing fantastic, and I so
Thanks.
appreciate you guys being on the show. I wish you the best of luck,
This is amazing.
and I look forward to seeing and hearing many great more things about you guys. So thank you.
Thanks so much.
You're so welcome.
Awesome, thanks.
Nice.